You guys want to do it live?
No, I don't know. All right, see you.
All right, bye. All right, good. Well, you're dumb anyway. No. All right, welcome to Game Time Decision. We are live now. We are actually live.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. We are live. This is Game Time Decision. It is Tuesday, January 3rd. Yeah, we'll go with the 3rd.
Yes, you got it right. Good job, Lenny.
Boom. 3rd. So, January 3rd, 2023. Hope everybody had a safe, happy New Year, all that good jazz. See, I got the hiccups all of a sudden. We are Game Time Decision. We're here Monday through Friday, 5 o'clock Eastern, most days anyway, when there's stuff to actually talk about. We are sponsored by Caesar Sportsbook, where you can sign up with them, wager up to $1,250 on your first bet. If you don't win, don't worry. You'll get 100% of your stake back as a free bet. And win or lose, you get 1,000 reward credits, 1,000 tier credit points. All you got to do, use that promo code GTD-FULL. They will get you all that said stuff I just mentioned when you sign up with Caesars. Also, don't forget to check out earlsportsbets.com/promo. 7-day package is only $49. All right, let's get into it. We have small NBA.
Yep, that's fine.
Small NBA, so let's just let's knock that out, and Tim Earl take that away.
Yes, 3 NBA games tonight. We'll start in Oklahoma City, where the Thunder are hosting the Celtics. No significant injuries in this game that have any significance to the game. I will say I am on the Thunder. I will take the Thunder as a home dog pretty much blindly. This is a team that's scrappy. They win games at home. They cover games at home. I'll take them to at least cover the 9-point spread that they are as a home dog. It doesn't make sense that they're this big of dogs. I'm taking them plus the points. Speaking of another big dog, I'll go ahead and grab the Washington Wizards. They're against the Milwaukee Bucks. Bradley Beal is questionable. He did participate in shoot-around. His availability won't be determined until closer to game time. No Chris Middleton from Milwaukee. We got a Washington team that is red hot. They've won 5 straight, 6 out of their last 7. And in their last 5 wins, they've won by double digits 4 of those games. So this is a Washington team that's playing really well against a Milwaukee team that's lost 5 out of their last 6 games and is starting to struggle. I'll go ahead and grab the 8 points with Washington. Last game, I had really no interest in going after. It's the Kings and the Jazz. Herder, questionable, but it looks like he's going to play. Other than that, everybody else is good to go. If anything, I'm leading the Kings in this matchup, but nothing that I need to go run and bet for that game. I like my other 2 plays a lot better. Those are the 3 games for the NBA. Boom.
Boom, ping, pow. I like it. Let's get into the NHL. Big slate in the NHL. Nick Earl, take it away. You're muted.
Thank you. I was grabbing my box of Cheez-Its and I didn't want to make noise during the NBA section.
Fat ass.
But no, we had the St. Louis Blues at the Toronto Maple Leafs to kick it on off. Ilya Samsonov, Jordan Binnington are your goalies for this one. Blues with a few missing pieces. Ryan O'Reilly, Vladimir Tarasenko, Marco Scandella, Paranovich, Torrey Krug as well. All out for this game. For the Maple Leafs, Robertson, Muzzin are both out for the Maple Leafs. I grabbed the Leafs team total over 3.5 for this matchup. Blue Jackets and Senators, Korpisalo and Forsberg is your goaltender matchup, both confirmed. Once again, the Blue Jackets will be without some players. Werenski, Voracek, Jenner, Danforth, Chenikov, Blankenberg, Bean, Texier, and Tarasov. On the other side, for Ottawa, no Joseph, no Norris, no Zaitsev, no Mutz. I am on the under 6.5 in this game. Both teams have been trending towards the under as of late. All right, we have the Florida Panthers are taking on the Arizona Coyotes. Spencer Knight and Kirill Vejmelka are your confirmed goaltenders for this one. Anthony Duclair, Patrick Hornquist, both out for the Panthers. Maselli, Schmaltz out for the Coyotes. And looking at the spot here, there's no way, shape, or form. The Florida Panthers right now should be minus 350 versus anybody. Give me the Yotes. I got my plus 297, and I got their team total over 2.5 at plus 110. We have the Carolina Hurricanes taking on the New York Rangers next. No injuries on the side of the Rangers. And for the Hurricanes, it's the same people that they've had out all year. Kashe, Pacioretty, Anderson, Gardner. I'm on the Hurricanes. This is pretty simple at this point. Until proven otherwise, wake up and bet the Hurricanes. And that's all it is. They're 15-0-2 in their last 10 games, or in their last 17 games, and they've won 11 straight. I am not jumping in front of this train. It is the Hurricanes for me. Buffalo Sabres and the Washington Capitals. Darcy Kemper, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen are your confirmed goaltenders for this one here. Yoki Haru is the only big injury out for the Sabres. Oshie is expected to return back for Washington today. Backstrom, Brown, Carlson, Hagelin, Wilson all remain out. When this team gets 100% healthy, this Capitals team gets healthy, watch out. This team's going to be dangerous this year. They may make a run because they've definitely got some talent, and their goaltending's been good this year. I stayed off the game. I lean towards Washington. I lean towards the under in this game in that matchup. Montreal and Nashville. Samuel Montembeault and UC Saros are your goalies for this one here. Oh, what happened? You're muted.
Sorry, hit the wrong button.
Okay.
Go Sabres.
Okay. For this one here, Matherson, Monahan are both out. It looks like they are getting a few players back, the Canadiens, so not as much on the injury list. On the other side, Borowiecki is out for the Nashville Predators. He's been out all year, though. I stayed off this game. I lean towards an over. I lean towards Nashville team total, priced off of both of them. Calgary and Winnipeg, Markstrom and Hellebuyck. Killington remains out for the Flames. Petty, Appleton, Ehlers, Stanley, Schmidt, and Wheeler all remain out for Winnipeg, so they're still banged up. I am on Winnipeg in this game. I caught him at even money, though. I'm not extremely confident on this play anymore because the lines moved like 20 cents against me. So I am on Winnipeg, but you can get a much better price now. Tampa Bay and Chicago. Stalock, I believe, is confirmed. Vasilevsky is expected. Would not be surprised if it's Elliott tonight and they save Vasilevsky for the Mile tomorrow. For Tampa Bay, really no injuries on the Chicago side. No Tenority, no Chiara, and no in-whistle. Other than that, not really too much here. I'm on the under 6.5. I'm on the Blackhawks under 2.5 goals. Seattle and Edmonton, we have Martin Jones taking on Stuart Skinner. For Seattle, Donskoy remains out. That's about it. For the Oilers, it's the same guys. It's Clefbaum and it's Kane. Looks like Draisaitl is in the lineup tonight, which is a huge plus for the Edmonton Oilers. I'm on the Oilers -1 and their team total over 3.5. I expect them to make a run soon towards the top of that division. Next up, we have the Dallas Stars and the LA Kings. Phoenix Copley, Jake Ottinger, your confirmed goaltenders for this one. Gurianov remains out for the Stars. Trevor Moore and Arthur Kyliev are out for the Kings. I'm on the Stars -121. And to close out the night, we have the New York Islanders and the Vancouver Canucks. Spencer Martin, Ilya Sorokin are your goalies for this one here. Clutterbuck, Holmstrom, Palmieri, Pellich, Wallstrom all remain out for the Islanders. So a lot of injuries, but that's opened up some players to be able to come up and join the team, including top prospect Atu Ratti, who scored a goal in his first game. On the opposite side, Pullman, Pearson are both out for Vancouver. In this one, I'm looking to fade Spencer Martin. I'm looking to fade Vancouver defensively, who are in the ranks of the Blackhawks, the Blue Jackets, and the Ducks defensively towards the bottom of the league. So I'm on the Islanders team total over 3.5 and the money line as well. And that is everything for tonight's slate. You guys can join whenever you want. I will let you guys back in. There you go.
Darn it, we're trying to last as long as we can.
That's what she said.
Come on, next.
I have stuff going in the background and whatever.
I was making thumbnails for balling out.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares what you were doing, Tim.
Yeah, I was working on the Pistons Warriors game for tomorrow.
Okay.
Warriors.
Why?
Warriors. Warriors at home. Come on, Nick.
I got no NBA play for me today. Not today. Satan is my NBA play of the day.
I'll put him on.
Just letting you all know. Tim, you should make a banner.
I did not
for
update
balling
anything
out.
with NHL. What?
I'm shocked. Why would you? I'm gonna make a NBA balling out banner.
Nice.
Yeah. For my NBA play of the day, I'm taking the Thunder team total over 112.5.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to loophole this one. Hold on.
What are you trying to do?
No. Oh, okay.
It's not betting on the Sabres, but my free score of the night is Tage Thompson to score a goal. It's just a blind bet at this point.
Well, I mean, like every time they play, I add them to get a point in a parlay.
And it's plus money. It's plus money.
The goal is plus money. Yeah, I usually just go safer and take the point.
That'll
be juicier, but whatever. It's just adding.
You could either go Tage Thompson to get a goal or Tage Thompson to get over 1.5 points at plus 140. Either one of them works. I have both of them bet.
Yeah.
Just because the Sabres are very easy to predict in terms of their scoring. It's their top line.
I also updated while you guys were talking too. Our circas in here, just kind of like the record. I went 3-1. Obviously, we're just not going to count the Cincinnati Buffalo game because we don't know when or if that game will ever be played.
We'll have a little bit of a discussion about that one.
Yeah. Tim went 2-2, and Nick went 3-2. He didn't have anything on that actual Monday Night Football game, so that makes sense. But yeah, we'll talk a little bit. We're going to head over to chat, say hi to some people, and then we'll discuss.
To be fair, if I didn't put Cincinnati, I would have put Miami plus the points. I was looking at them as well. But obviously, Cincinnati, that game, we'll talk about that in a minute.
Right.
We kind of have to.
Yeah, that's fair. What up, Nick? Tim Detroit, what up? Hit the like button. I did Rich P. I knew that was going. They were going to drug test D. Mitchell from last night's performance. Dude dropped 70 points, 71?
71 points? Yeah,
right?
It was pretty solid from him.
I mean, what the hell? Of course they were going to drug test him. Like, I don't even know why this is a surprise at some people anymore. I mean, it happens. You want to blame somebody, blame the people of 30 years ago.
Let's be honest. He is clean. So.
Yeah, who knows anymore? I don't trust nobody at ever piss clean anymore. Because every time you think somebody does it or whatever, they do. So it's I don't know nothing. Some people say for being officers, when we get out of there, just suck. What? When people out there just suck. Boom.
Yeah, they suck.
LSU.
Yes, sir.
Sabonis, big day for Sacktown. Yo, how we feeling? Fire. Wait, what kind of cheese it? White cheddar or hot sauce? Ooh, yeah, good question.
I'm just an original guy. I'm an original.
They're good. Hot and spicy's good too.
Wait, but real quick, Markel. How about my LSU Tigers basketball jersey? It's good.
Is that a Shaq jersey?
It's just number 50. It doesn't have a name on the back.
Oh, I thought that was. I'm like, damn, that's cool if that's a Shaq jersey. That's
it
really
could be.
Cool.
What? I'm gonna go look up what number he was in college.
I think he was. I don't know.
Shaq, LSU.
33.
Oh, he was 33. Never mind. It's just an LSU shirt. Ice X woke up and chose violence. Capitals aren't winning tonight.
I like Capitals in regulation.
Yeah, that's fine.
Here you go.
Everybody's liking donating money to the Capitals tonight. That's fine.
No, that's fine.
I like to win money.
Okay, Terry.
If you're fading my team, you're losing money.
I know. Hold on. I'll be right back. My kid's school has called me twice, and I'm ignoring it. Obviously, Mandy's not answering this phone. Yeah, somebody's in trouble.
Dun, dun, dun. Nick, go through the chat.
Oh, okay. Why?
Oh, I was just doing stuff on the other screen.
Oh, okay. Warriors, Klay Thompson, Jordan Poole going to go off.
Tomorrow, yes.
Kansas State, Texas Tech, parlay is what I'm thinking.
Who's Kansas State got today? I don't
I
remember.
do not know.
KSU. Oh, against the Longhorns? Yeah, screw it. Why not? Why not? It's an 8.5. It's an 8.5 now. 12-1 teams, and it's an 8.5 point spread. Mm-hmm. That makes sense. By the way, Nick,
makes me want to lay the points.
Exactly. No. But it has nothing. There was no value on the Texas Tech play. It's just why is the number 3 team in the nation a pick 'em against an unranked team? That's the whole point. Oh, Ice tagged me into the thing, on something, because I put Ice in timeout because he was talking about the.
No, he is a gif of.
Yep. A gif of somebody hitting somebody over the head with a chair. That's nice. But yes, I like that parlay. Might include Vanderbilt. Who does Vandy got? That's the one I forgot to look.
Instead of Bolts minus 4.5, you took a
yeah,
minus
I like
3.5.
I like Vandy. Instead of Bolts minus 4.5, I did 3.5. That's fair. Your L's. Your L's.
Yotes. Yes, I like the Yotes. I think I'm ordering a Ningbo Rockets jersey.
Hey, do you want to send one my way too?
Just trying to find the legit one.
That's fair. A lot of counterfeit Chinese basketball jerseys. Yeah.
Are there really?
Yes, Saber. No, I'm kidding. I have not a clue. Yes, Sabres. 100% Sabres tonight. If you're not betting the Sabres, you're losing money.
K-State plus 8.5.
Yes, K-State. That's the one that you just mentioned.
Thoughts on the team total over for the Stars? I like the Stars. I lean under. So I don't know about a team total over. I'd probably prefer the Kings team total under better.
There you go.
EMU minus 2.5.
Eastern Michigan. What do we have them at? That is tomorrow's card. Let's go see what today has in store. Eastern Michigan. We like the under. I have it added too, so no real value there.
Gamecocks. 10.5.
I cannot in my right mind back the Gamecocks right now. That's not a team that's gonna make you money right now.
Never doubt.
Never doubt the Cocks. Okay, but I'm going to. No real interest in that one.
Yeah, that's the full chat. Now what?
I think we'll wait until Lenny comes back and we'll discuss what happened last night.
That's something we definitely got to touch on.
100%. It's difficult when you can't speak Mandarin. You know what? That might be a little bit of an obstacle that you have to go through. I understand that could definitely be difficult if you don't know Mandarin to get a Chinese jersey. That makes sense. You're back.
Yeah. You know. Are you guys at the bottom?
Yep. We already made it through.
All right. So, I heard you. We good job. We're getting to the bottom of the chat. Obviously, prayers go out to Darren Hamlin, and obviously speedy recovery. Nobody wishes anything bad on him at all. What we're gonna talk about the possible replaying of this game. How does the NFL proceed from here with this game? No, in way, shape, or form. I don't even nobody's wish. this is I don't want to sound insensitive when anybody makes comments here. It's not that
we're
trying
about
to insult. We're just trying to figure out where
what we're gonna be discussing is the business side of all this.
Right.
It sucks what happened. We all know that, but we need to look at the business side of this and what ramifications this has for the NFL and betting wise, because this is still a betting show. We just wanted to discuss
a lot of money involved,
ramifications and everything that could happen because of this incident, this game, what could happen with this game, and it sucks what happened. It does suck what happened. It is football. Stuff like that does happen. Not often. Not often do you see somebody essentially drop dead on the field. But
he did. I mean, his heart stopped.
Yeah,
I mean,
his heart,
yeah. You know.
The big thing with this, and the main reason why I discussed this a little bit on Morning Wood when I was on there earlier. The main reason why that game didn't start back up, is that was not an ordinary injury, because I know a lot of people, and I don't want to seem numb to it, but we're used to head injuries. We're used to
some kind of
significant injuries,
or something like that.
Players getting taken out on stretchers. But at least when players are taken out on stretchers, the last thing you see is them putting a thumbs up as they go out tonight.
Right.
This is a
different
obviously story.
It's different, and it was hard or whatever. The NFL has came out publicly, and there's been some stories that circulated. You know, us as viewers, we want instant reactions, or we want instant. Yeah, and we want somebody to tell us what's going on with it right now. Like my Barstool money just got refunded like less than an hour ago, and MGM and all my bets that I had on that game got refunded back to me. But it was all pending, and people are afraid.
I got it returned about 10:30 last night.
Yeah, see, so it depends on your books. We'll return it, and some it's that rule. Some they are waiting to see what happens, an official word from the NFL and stuff like that. So,
and we still don't know what's going to happen.
Right. So we know that they're not going to play it this week.
Or we don't know if they're going to play it in general. I know you say that they're not going to forfeit it. That is not confirmed.
Yeah, nothing. All we know right now is they're not playing it this week. They have announced officially they're not playing it this week, and no changes have been made to Week 18's schedule as of today, as of right now on Tuesday. Now, could that change tomorrow? Absolutely. My belief is that they will play this at some point. They have to.
They don't. The thing is that they don't.
Well, no, we don't have to. They don't have to. Nobody has to play. The NFL could take a knee for the rest of the year and say, you know what, in honor of Darren Hamlin, we're just not going to have a Super Bowl this year either. And the sun might not come up tomorrow, but we all know the business part of this. They're going to play that game.
They're going to play the rest of the season. I think that game is over. I think that it's done. I think that you're going to eventually see the bill. It's going to come out saying that the Bills forfeit the game and they move on, giving up that number one. And I wouldn't be surprised. And this all determines on the well-being of Hamlin. If worse comes to worse, he doesn't make it, I could see the Bills canceling the game against New England as well, or forfeiting the game against New England as well.
Similar to what the Virginia football did.
Similar to what happened with the Virginia
football team. That's college
and
collegiate sports. We're on a
that
different level.
Fantastic. That is,
and I don't think I don't think. Well, it's bigger. It's a difference between dollar menu and not.
Okay, yeah, I know they want to look at the dollar part of this. These are still human beings. So at the end of the day, if he does not make it, I think that Patriots game is in jeopardy. Even if he does, I think that Patriots game is in jeopardy. And if by some way the Bills forfeit, Patriots make a playoff spot and there's nothing to play for in the AFC this week.
Any way I say this is going to sound insensitive, so I'm just going to say it and apologize.
It's not. We're not trying to. No matter what happens, we'll talk about the business part of this.
No matter what happens in his, you said that it matters how the outcome comes. No matter what happens in his medical condition, it does not change the fact that there's still football to be played. These are grown ass people. You say the human factor in it. The human beings own this team, and Buffalo is in the NFL, who are owned by also human beings with also human emotions, are not going to forfeit these games because you're going to let Kansas City get home field advantage going into the playoffs. I'm just saying, that's not right now. If you look at the standings, Kansas City has that number 1 seed because they have played more games and they have than Buffalo has. That's the only reason why. Okay, Now once the Buffalo, because week 17 for Buffalo hasn't been played, and it's not just the bet. The betting thing's the easiest part of this because you just refund your bets. No game, everything's void. No money.
That's dumb.
Nobody wins. Nobody loses. It's all void. That's the easiest part.
Yeah, and one thing I will say.
Hold on. Let me finish real quick. Fantasy. Hold on. Just finish. Fantasy football as well. Everybody's championships game. Not that any of this shit matters, but all of them are pending now because anybody that had players in that game have to play that. NFL does not give a shit about fantasy football or your bet. I'm not saying any of that, but I'm just saying Buffalo ownership will finish the season out. And they're not just going to take a knee because worst case scenario, you're right. Worst case scenario, somebody does die. And this guy does die. Which I hope to God, I'm prayers that he makes a full recovery.
Yes.
We can't say that enough. But I'm just saying that, in my opinion, there's no way that this dude or that they don't play these 2 games. At the end of the day, Buffalo's going to play 18 games football or 17
At the end of the day, they're either going to play both of them or they're playing none. I don't think they play both. I don't think they play one of those games and not the other. The thing is, if they forfeit against the Cincinnati game, they have no reason to play Week 18, and they forfeit that game. They have
every reason to play. They have every reason for.
If they forfeit, they already can't get the number 1 spot, and then they're just fighting 2 and 3. Who cares?
I fucking cares a lot, man. Are you serious right now? Because the seating, that's a home field advantage. That's sales. That's tickets. Tickets sold, ratings, where you play. You want to play football in Buffalo if you're Buffalo.
Well,
you don't want to go to Miami. You don't want to go to Kansas City. You want to play in Buffalo.
That is correct.
I'm just saying. You know what I mean? So, I think it absolutely matters. And
it does matter.
I think it matters, and I think they will play it. But whether they,
But how are they going to reschedule everything? Are they pushing all the weeks back?
We can't say that this. First of all, for people that say that this has never happened before ever, it has. Multiple sports, this exact injury has happened in multiple sports and multiple things. So, I think my question is, I don't think there's a question if they play it or how that it does get played. My question is how the hell we're going to jumble a schedule and everything like that. I mean, so if you think that we need help, then do me just log off.
Yeah. Okay. We don't need help. We're talking about this game. I know everybody and the whole media has touched on the human factor of this game. The guy that went down, and discussed that at length. That's all great. We hope he gets a recovery, all that good stuff. We're talking about the business part of it now. I know football doesn't matter right now because they're hoping for the well-being. We're hoping for the well-being of him. We also got to look at the business part of this and how this impacts the rest of the league and how this impacts the betting markets and how we because this is our job. It's our job to come in here and talk about it. It's our job to come in here and talk about the business, the marketing, the betting side of it, because that all matters too. You guys are here to get betting tips, to make picks and all that stuff. We're not taking anything away from the individual. We're just
I'm not saying nobody's saying screw that guy, let's play football. Nobody's saying that.
No, not at all.
Nobody's ever said that.
I just wanted to restate that because this is it's the big
here's my thing, and I'm gonna go to Nick Earl here because I know he has something to say, and I wanted to finish my point. I got all worked up. Here's the last analogy I'm gonna use, and I hate I don't feel right saying this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The worst 9/11 happened and we played sports. We're not Buffalo's not taking a knee and canceling games or forfeiting shit. That's I cannot wrap my head around that. No offense, but we are one man. One man. Hope to God that man gets up, walks out that hospital, hugs and kisses his children, his mama, who was there at that game. I hope he gets to hug her because my mother has died and I can't hug her. And I hope to God he gets to do that. But his life does not revolve around the other 32 teams that have hundreds of staff and members that are looking for a paycheck and paying and that's their livelihood. So you want to talk big picture. It is a human ability towards it, and they need to play.
Yep.
And they should. So, Nick Earl, that's all I'm going to say on it because I'm going to get a lot of hate for all that.
Yeah. For the first thing is for anybody on Twitter complaining about what's going to happen to my bet or what's going to happen to my fantasy team, nobody gives a fuck about your fantasy team. Nobody cares.
We don't. We really don't.
And I wanted to turn this on a positive aspect real quick because shout out, even though I'm not part of this, shout out to the best fan group in all of major sports, and that's Bills Mafia. Because we've seen this time and time again. This is the best fan group in sports. I'm rocking my Bills because of this. And I need to show this off because these people are absolutely awesome. This had a goal, and this, I think, had $10,000.
Oh, this is phenomenal.
They are over almost at $5 million raised for his, because Hamlin, the human aspect of this, the human being aspect, I'm going to touch on that because everybody's touched on what's going to happen with these games, right. What's going to happen with him. I'm going to touch on him as a human being and what he's done so we can think about him in a positive way instead of whether or not he's going to make it or not. This guy was an absolutely awesome individual. I believe this is in the Pittsburgh area. This is the third year he did it, where he runs his own organization for kids who can't afford like a true Christmas. And he's been raising money the last few years, part of his organization, all that. And now that he's going through that, obviously Bills Mafia got word of his organization here, and they completely turned it upside down and did an amazing job. So I just wanted to mention Bills Mafia and everybody around, because I looked at a bunch of these different donations, and they were coming from all over the world.
Everywhere. Right.
I was seeing from Bears Nation and from Packers Nation, Lions and Chiefs and all the different teams. Didn't matter what fan of a team you were. I was seeing donations for almost every single fan organization in football. So, but big shout out to Bills Mafia for what they did, and we've seen them do this time in and time out again. So they are the best fan group in sports, and I don't think it's a question. So I wanted to touch on that aspect, the fact that nobody gives a fuck about your fantasy team and how it impacted your fantasy football championship and your bets last night, and that Bills Mafia is absolutely awesome, and this young man is an incredible human being. He's not dead,
right?
But he is an incredible human being, and I hope he makes a full recovery.
Absolutely. And you know what? I love that about like the charity thing. I think I saw Tim tweet that or something and last night, and it just, first of all, I wasn't even watching the game. I was at the movies with my kids because it was the last night they were off of school before winter break was over and they had to go back to school.
Yeah.
And we went and saw Avatar 2. I'm not really into that. It was a good movie. I'm not a big Avatar fan, and I thought it was a good movie, side note. But and then all of a sudden, my phone was blowing up, and I just had it on silent, so just vibrating in my pocket. And then I'm like, "Dave, it's a mandate." I'm like, "Put this in your purse. I don't even want to, I don't want to be that guy, halfway through a movie checking scores and stuff." So, and then we get out, and I check it. I'm like, "What the hell?" And then I saw the charity thing. Like he's totally trying to raise like $2-3 grand, and he raised like, $5 million now, $4 million, whatever it is. That makes me feel good to be a human, okay? And because this world is a nasty, dirty, mean place. And shit like that makes me have faith in society as a human species. I also want to touch base on this. All 32 NFL teams have changed on Twitter their profile picture to, I'm going to pull it up. I have it. I pulled up my Twitter thing and I'm trying to just pull it up. But I saw this. I thought this was super cool. Like, this is just the Lions, but they all basically have this picture, pray for DeMar, number 3, and then he's wears number 3. But these are any NFL team on Twitter. You can check that out. They have that. Thought that was a classy act. I'm
looking at the Jets. They have it too.
Yeah, all of them apparently did. I saw. So that's pretty cool. I thought that was just classy because you know what? At the end of the day, the NFL is a union. They are very business oriented and all that. They're about their money and this and that, whatever. But they are a brotherhood. Man, I don't care if you played in the 60s or you played 1 year, last year, and now you're on the practice squad. Those guys are tight. And you have to, they say this, only so many people make it to the bigs. Every little kid, my 10-year-old wants to play professional football. You know what I mean? Like, every kid wants to play in the major leagues or, professional this, that, or whatever. But there's a small group that actually make it to the big leagues, and they are tight. And it's awesome. It's just great as just humans, man, to just really feel good that people come together like that. So as much as me and Tim might debate this back and forth of what if they play or when they play or how they play or whatever, none of that matters. There's not one person that didn't go to bed last night that watched that and had known about this or what's happening and then kiss their kids goodnight or give them an extra squeeze and a hug or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was hard for me as a father because I came home right away last night and turned on SportsCenter to see what's going on, and I'm watching Twitter clips and I'm trying to catch up, because I'd missed the last 2 hours, and I didn't even think like a dumbass, and I felt like a shitty dad. But I'm watching all of this, and then my 10-year-old goes, "Oh, he looks hurt." He goes, and then he's not dumb. He's reading the clips, critical condition, this and that, and I have to explain to him what happened from a dad to a father as he's 10 and him say, "Oh, and then his words to me were, maybe I shouldn't play football." And I'm like, I mean, it's a freak thing that happens.
Hey, that's a freak thing. Yeah.
Listen, and whatever. I mean, it is what it is, but it just, prayers go out to his family and his mother and all of them there. And I couldn't imagine the heartache and stuff that all of them are going through. So speedy recovery to him.
Yeah.
I also just saw a really cool video on Twitter that I wanted to share real quick, which may impact.
I was just about to bring that up.
Oh,
I just saw pictures of it, and that's the Sabres.
Buffalo.
All right, so look, I don't want to be that guy, but playing some of my handicapping.
Sabres money line.
I'm just saying, some of my handicapping, I was like, man, these dudes, Buffalo Sabres, gonna come out, roll on, and classy act as well. I talk about how close.
By the way, Sabres have that. Sabres have that logo as well. Not all the NFL teams have.
Hey, I would imagine that. I wouldn't be surprised. Listen, if I'm, this is the marketing part of my brain. Every one of the Sabres jerseys should be number 3 tonight. Doesn't matter what the hell their name is. You can put your own name on it, but all of them should be wearing number 3. You want to see some, if you saw it, man, come on. You know what I'm saying? 100%. Like you could, they could do stuff like that. I mean, I just think you kind of, how do you not want to bet the Sabres when they go, you know what I mean? So I try to take that emotion out of it. I don't know how much the hockey guys are tight with the Buffalo guys, but none of these guys. You want to know why these hockey guys don't? Right, it's a city thing. But here's the thing.
Nick, let's go ahead and add the Buffalo Bulls basketball college to our card as well.
I will say this too, though. Well, I mentioned that this has happened before in hockey. Chris Pronger,
Yeah,
St.
it
Louis
was
Blues,
Bowmeister for the
and
Blues.
and most recently St. Louis Blues. So I'm just saying, I hope he recovers like Chris Pronger, because Chris Pronger was on the ice like a week and a half later. So, I mean, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that. I mean, this guy was down for the count for a little while. So, hopefully, I'm not a doctor and I don't pretend to be one on the internet. So, I mean, this is why he's in a medically induced coma right now. So he can settle his body down and figure out what's wrong and then fix it. So,
By the way, Joe, it's a +1.5 on Buffalo, the Buffalo Bulls basketball team against the Ohio Bobcats.
yeah.
I'm
I
personally
mean,
staying.
I just, so that's all we should. Well, I don't want to talk too much about it.
Yeah,
I'm harping on it. But, prayers to him, and I'm sure the NFL will figure this out. And you know what else I guarantee? You know what else I guarantee is that one way or the other, everybody will be okay. And one way or the other, the NFL will announce what they're going to do with this game, one way or the other, and people will be mad. People will be mad. They will be mad it is being played. They will be mad it ain't being played. They will be mad it's played on a Tuesday and not a Wednesday or whatever. They will be mad. So we'll see. We'll talk about it more when you guys are mad again. I said that's an ironic matchup. Yeah,
what's an ironic matchup?
Buffalo
versus Ohio.
Oh,
Buffalo and then Ohio. Cincinnati's in Ohio.
Mm-hmm. So when do they play?
7:00 tonight. Same time as the Sabres.
Oh, wait, who are you guys talking about?
College basketball.
Oh, I'm in hockey. I'm like, no, the Sabres play Washington tonight.
Ohio Bobcats and the Buffalo Bulls.
The Ohio Bobcats. I like both those teams in college football, not in college basketball, but I have had 2 concussions actually, and this is different.
Totally different thing.
But this is what I thought. This happened when honestly when I watched video, and I saw this 2 hours after, so I was playing catch up. But when I initially watched the video, I have really read into these concussion the stuff and the whole watch the concussion movie with Will Smith and all this stuff. I'm really kind of beginning. I thought maybe something was detached like from his brain to his spinal cord, and that can be delayed, and then that's why it's just the way he collapsed made me think that. And then obviously I read more, and then they had his heart stopped, and they had to he basically just severe heart. I mean, he had cardiac arrest. Like the wind knocked out of you times 1,000.
So essentially, he got hit at the absolute worst timing, because the condition that his heart got put into is very similar to, I think a couple of years ago, I think it was like a high school baseball player or something, got hit right in the chest, collapsed, and died.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very similar because the hit, if it's hard enough and close enough to your heart, could throw off the rhythm and mess up your heartbeat and shut down everything. And that's exactly what happened last night.
Absolutely.
From a medical standpoint, that there was a video that I saw for it last night, and I'll put it in the chat so you guys can. I think I sent it to Christina. And you guys will be able to just watch it, just so you guys know from a medical standpoint what happened. So I'm gonna quickly go ahead and send that to myself through Twitter, and then be able to. I'll put it in the chat so you guys can get an understand of what happened medically last night, in terms of what happened.
But yeah, I mean, basically, like I said, you get, it's heart, like, your heart beats. If if you guys ever experienced any kind of loss of severe in hospice or anything, and their heart stops, sometimes their body can keep going, and that's his adrenaline got him up and moved and I think he took like 1 or 2 steps, and then boom, then your body catches up, and it happens. It's like that, I mean, it's not anything that's crazy, but check this out if you guys want to see.
It's a quick 2-minute, 42-second video. It's by an actual doctor did the video, and he breaks down exactly what happened and just all the medical side of what happened to it. I found it very fascinating.
I love stuff like that, so I'm definitely going to watch it here. We're going to bounce on out of here, though. I got to, possibly murder a child if he doesn't get his stuff together here.
Make sure you film that.
It's kids, man. Kids. You're back to school one day. Like, you couldn't make it do one day. Anyways. But yeah, that's going to be it for us. I won't be here tomorrow. I don't know if you guys are going to be here either.
Tomorrow, I don't think.
Yeah, no show tomorrow. I got some stuff going on. We'll be back on Thursday though, and we'll be able to talk probably more about some football and week 18.
Maybe we have an update by then.
Hopefully we should. Hopefully.
I don't know what's taking them so long to figure this out.
Man, when it comes to stuff like this and seeing if there's any kind of brain thing, there could be like it could be more than just one thing. That's what's really scary. But we're gonna say prayers for him and his family, and all of his extended family on and off the field, all that. Yeah, Julie says don't kill him. I'm just saying, Julie.
Killing's not okay, Lenny. It's not okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Then
It's fine. It's an okay idea. Anyways,
I'm just saying FTK. That's all I'm saying. First, the T stands for those. The K stands for kids. The F can stand for whatever you want. But I'm just saying. Oh, my sex robots are back, so I gotta go.
They're back.
All right, we'll see you guys on Thursday. We will be back.
Right?
Yeah, just perfect. All right, we'll see you guys on Thursday, 5:00 Eastern. Game time decision. I'm Detroit Lenny. That's Earl Sports Bets. Nick and Tim are all my 2 favorite knuckleheads. We'll talk to you guys later. Peace out. Good luck. Les.